Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just sitting here relaxing, soaking in some quiet before all hell breaks loose. Not really. Distaff Day is a wonderful experience, and that is where Bo and I will be heading out to as soon as I'm done here. Except I just realized as I said that I forgot to close down the online shop, which I said I was doing. Oops, at 12 o'clock, but I'll do it after the live. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Carolyn with the last minute thoughts and everything just vomiting out of my mouth with Swan City Yarns. I'm glad y'all are here. It is Friday. If you happen to be new, or for especially for those of you watching later, I would love to have you subscribe to the channel. It helps me out, and obviously it helps you out because you'll be the first to know if I have new content out. So I figure, some of us are freezing, covered in snow, and then we have people in Los Angeles who are suffering other kinds of horrible things. So definitely our thoughts are with them. And I was just looking, I think, Karen, you said that you had what, 6 inches of snow, but the sun is out and it's melting. Okay. But that can lead to its own problems, right? If it gets all melty and mushy and muddy. So, hey, Cindy. Yes, indeed. Hello, Swans. Katrin is here, and Kim, Valera. Hey, Sharon. You're in, I bet it is chilly up there. Do you have any snow? I'm curious. And then, yes, thank God it's Friday. I agree. And snow covered Dallas. I was just thinking about that, Lonnie, the other day when you posted that video, because you get some really hot weather. I mean, you're hotter than Florida with some of your temperatures, but then in the winter, y'all get snow and all of that good stuff. So you're like, you get the extremes of everything. So, and we rarely get snow. I do know that, excuse me, Bo's brother Eddie, who's in Alabama, sent him a picture and they had snow, and they rarely get snow. I forget what section he's in of Alabama, but I know they hardly ever get snow. And they have it. So, what do y'all think of this lovely piece of beauty? This is, I know y'all have seen it on social media. This is the Fiberfest shawl that I just received from Lonnie. Perfect. Actually, I received it more than just received it. I received it several days ago. Several days ago. Here it is in all its glory. I cannot wait to show it off in my samples. I'm just don't mind me while I look at the screen and just admire it and its beauty. So yeah, she knit the Fiberfest shawl for me in fluffy lace, 3 colors. You've got Swan Song is that beautiful pink variegated colorway, and then the dark pink, of course, is berry, and it is intermingled with the purple, and that is Cat's Meow. So I love that. I love this. I do indeed. And this is very cozy. So you could totally wear this as a shoulder covering, which I may do this weekend, because at Distaff Day, the room that we're in, it's usually cold. And there are certain areas of the room, I don't know if it's right underneath the air conditioning vents, but it's freezing. So we're in a different spot this year than we've ever been. So I don't know if I'll be cold or not. Will I be freezing or will I be comfortable? Anyway, I plan on taking all the drinks, coffee, all that stuff, tea. So I know, isn't it gorgeous, Sharon? She did an amazing job. Now I had her knit it in fluffy lace, but the pattern actually calls for fingering. So I just thought it would be neat to showcase a pattern with some fluffy lace. So yeah. And yes, they did. Lonnie and Laura both. And I'm so humbled because I've got these sample knitters who already I feel like they should get more than what they've been given for it. And yet they so kindly send me things. Look at what Lonnie sent me. She knows me so well. How perfect are these? Perfect for my Christmas notions. I cannot wait to use them. These are right up my alley. I love them. So she sent me that. And then she also sent me these adorable stitch stoppers. I love them. I don't have this set, you know, so I'm very excited. Thank you so much, Lonnie. You should not have. So yeah, good stuff. All right. We got some stuff to talk about. So let me check my list. Yeah. So today, this weekend, it's called Distaff Day because I guess the holiday is Distaff Day. And I think the event used to only be one day, but it's actually Distaff weekend, kind of, because some people are coming in tonight. Some people are just coming for the day tomorrow, but the market does open tonight. So right after we're done here, I'll be closing the online shop and then it'll stay closed until tomorrow night. And then when I reopen it. But so I hope if, you know, I was thinking right before I came on, I was sitting here sipping my coffee and I thought, oh, I wish they were all just here and we could all just sit and knit and chat. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess some people local I will get to sit and chat and knit with this weekend, but not the rest of you. So that makes me sad. One day we'll do it. So, all right. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about. So the Gal Pal book and yarn swap. Thank you all that have signed up. We have a good number of people signed up, including another indie dyer. You may know her. She's local. So I don't think I'm going to say who it is. Should I say who it is? It's Ann Michael of Twin Mommy Creations. She's so fabulous. So she has also signed up. So someone will get her. And she's so appreciative and loves yarn in general. So she'll love whatever she gets, I know. And then I can't wait to see what she sends her recipient. So yeah, so she has signed up and I will see her this weekend. Actually, she's working on a little something for me, which I'm not going to say any more about, but we'll see it soon. And by the way, so this weekend is your last chance to sign up. So even though the shop is closed, you can, the link is in your newsletter for the swap if you want to sign up. And that just takes you to a Google form for you to fill out. So you can still sign up this weekend and I'll take that down on Sunday so I can, because I'll be assigning those people this weekend and I'll be sending those out. So let the fun begin. So what else? Okay, another thing that is new is the Super Swan Club. Well, Kim, we can't have you getting in more trouble, but we would like for you to be more local. So the Super Swan Club is basically this. If you purchase it, it's $125 and then your shipping is taken care of for the rest of the year. So, you know, if you're someone who shops enough and, you know, if you shop enough weeks and don't buy, you already, if you buy, you all know this, I've announced it. If you buy $150 worth in an order, then you get free shipping. So, and some of you just do that. But if you're someone who likes, you know, buys on a very consistent basis and likes to buy small quantities and not have to worry about it, then this is right up your alley. That's who the Super Swan Club will benefit. So if you are in the dying, I told the Dying to Knit people this last night, so they already know. If you're in there and you've signed up, then I've gotten rid of the shipping for your future deliveries coming up because you've got 2 more months. Okay, and then moving on, and I've already emailed codes out. So if those of you that have purchased it, if you did not get a code from me, then of course reach out to me because I did email those out already. And then, okay, I also wanted to show you all, I haven't taken a picture of it to post, but I picked the giveaway for January's fiber challenge, which of course, as y'all know, is selfish stitching. So anything that you are making for yourself totally qualifies, and it doesn't have to be knitting. It can be crocheting, spinning, weaving, all of those things count. And the brand does not matter. You can use any brand that you like. So this will be a surprise. So here it is. This was a one-of-a-kind colorway, and I only had one left. It's Love is in the Air. And it has some deep, dark black and red, and there's also some purple in there. Gotta love that. And so I thought it would pair nicely with a Cat's Meow Mini, and that is on the Swanky Sock base. So, and then the mini is on Trusty Sock Mini. So I will take a picture of that and post it, but that is the prize for the January stitching challenge. And that winner will be announced the very last Friday in January. And so will the winner of the Fleece Your Feet Ravelry page. So if you are knitting a Fleece Your Feet or multiples, then by all means make some Ravelry project pages and make sure you link the pattern to it so that you can be entered to win a $50 gift card. So if you have a project page with a picture, then it's one entry. But if your project page has a finished object pictured in it, then that gives you 2 entries. All right. And I don't know, did y'all see that? Are balloons literally coming up behind me? What is that about? I have no idea. I think it's something to do in the settings, and I apparently made the right movement. So that was strange, very strange indeed. All right, so that's that. What else? I told you what the prize is for that, right? It's the $50 gift card. Yeah. Oh, okay. Big news. The Knit and Stitch. So that's a yarn store over in Cocoa. They are doing, and I've posted this on social media, so you probably have seen it, but they are doing a bi-monthly subscription box that is based each month that they do it, every other month, focuses on a specific theme having to do with Florida. And it features a Florida indie dyer. So you get yarn and goodies. I don't know if every month will include a pattern. I do know that the yarn that I dyed up for the first month, which you can still sign up for, is it was geared for a specific pattern. So, and the theme of this first box is space, as in Space Coast, Florida. So, and it's some pretty good, I actually ended up loving the colorways that I dyed up for it. So there's a link for that in your newsletter as well. And I posted it on social media there. So you can check it out, check out the link, and then see if it's something that you are interested in. I was excited to do it. I'm excited to do it in the future too. I hope they continue to do it. All right. So I wanted to show you all some whips that, yes, I am using an Apple product. Is that what it's about, Faith, with this new update? That if you make certain motions, you get certain effects? I should probably do some research into that. Maybe my tech guy will do that for me. Wink, wink. I'm just saying. He does so many other things. What's one more? Come on. All right, I want to show you. These are, it's not that new. All right, well, it's only started recently showing up for me for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about, but all right, so here we go. I grabbed these. There may have been more. These were the 4 that I grabbed earlier in the week. And by the way, they all belong to the same person. Linda Frank is on a knitting spree. She has already finished her first pair of Fleece Your Feet socks, and here they are in all their glory. They are, she didn't list the colors of this one, but I know what they are. They are honeycomb and swan white. I'm trying to remember, was the honeycomb on the Trusty sock base, I believe, and then the swan white was on the fluffy sock base. And then here's another pair she started, which looks gorgeous. And that yarn is Land of Sweets, was on the Trusty sock, and then Cat's Meow and Fluffy sock. How cool is that? She's making some serious progress. And then the third pair, she's actually much further on this pair. I did not grab the later picture that she took of this. So this one is over the top on Trusty sock and then Swan White on Fluffy sock. And it looks fabulous. That's a good colorway, I'll tell you what. And then here is another one. I don't think I saw a later picture of this one, but this is Royal on Trusty sock. That's the purple. And then Out of the Mist on Fluffy sock. So another great colorway. So she's doing so well. I'm so impressed. So, oh, okay. Linda's here. Very good. So the honeycomb was on the fluffy sock and the swan white was on the trusty sock. Okay, very good. So anyway, she definitely, let's see, what title should we give Linda this week? The Fleece Your Feet Queen? Or the Swan of the week, maybe? Either way, she's doing an amazing job. I love it. Yeah, she's definitely killing it. So very good. I don't remember. I've talked to different people. Am I going to see you this weekend, Linda? I don't remember. All right. Do y'all want to see what progress I have made this week on my stuff? I wish that I had, one of my things that I said, even though I didn't really set any, I don't really set New Year's resolutions. I try to, if I decide to do something, just do it. But one thing that I did say was that in 2025, I would really like to have more knitting time. And so far, that hasn't really happened. So I'm going to have to work on a plan to make that happen. But anyway, here we have the broom sweater. So I did a couple rows on it. I have, so you see my blue stitch marker back there. 3 inches from there is where I will do a set of side decreases. And then I figure I'll try it on after that and see if I'm going to even do any more side decreases, because I don't care if it's a little bit swingy and wide. I got to tell you, this is such a pleasure. And I'm going to just snuggle up to it since it's my yarn. It doesn't matter. It is fantastic. I will say this, and I told the ladies at my knit group last night, if I ever, for some reason, get dunked into a body of water wearing this sweater, the first thing I will do is try to take it off, because this yarn, the Fluffy DK, it soaks up and holds on to water like you would not believe. Like, it is seriously heavy when I'm dyeing it. And yeah, because it just traps that water and holds on to it. So yeah. Good stuff. But anyway, so I'm excited. The top color that you see, that is Nutmeg. And then I changed color to Cinnamon Spice. And then my third color will be Mocha. I'm just hoping that there's not, one thing I'm seeing, that because Cinnamon Spice and Nutmeg are so close, I don't want it to look like that's the same color, but she got a different dye batch. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hope that it's obvious that it's intentional. Surely it will be, right? With that third color down there, it will look like I intended there to be a color change, because we don't want that. So, all right. And then, oh, Linda, you're not going to make it. I'm sorry to hear that. All right. Well, maybe next time. So that's that. I got some work done on that. And then I've already packed up the one completed sock of the bear paw socks that I'm working on. And because it's a sample for Distaff Day. But here I have started the second sock, as you can see. And I don't know if y'all remember, I wish I had thought to keep that out, but I didn't. The other sock starts with Teal, this Teal, the cows come home. It has it down here, and then Cookie Crumbs, which I've started with here, is in this section, so that they'll be sister socks rather than twins. You know how I like my different socks. So these will definitely be sister socks, and I'll keep that pattern going up through the sock. So, but I've got plenty more rows that I can knit on this weekend. So that's that. Which, by the way, well, I'll mention that in a minute. So, and then last week, do y'all remember I wanted to start the Stripestep Socks by stephenwest? Well, I did. I went ahead and went with Mad About You. I have not made a ton of progress. So I don't think I told y'all this week that what I found out. You know, I have a bad habit of picking patterns, and I'll look through like the first page requirements and things like that, but I don't really, read in depth like I should. So apparently, and I should have known it's a Stephenwest pattern. Come on, you know how this goes. You're going to be like, yeah, we're not surprised, Carolyn. So here it is. Mad About You is what I chose on Sparkly Sock. Are the sparkles coming through at all? I don't know. And then the first mini that came with that set was Everything Nice. And so it's basically, so you knit the cuff and then you put the back half of the stitches on hold. And then you proceed to knit the entire front of the foot flat. And you don't put on the toe. Once you've done that, then you come back and pick up these stitches along the back. And every row you do, I think it's a knit two together and a slip, slip knit to join them along this selvage edge. And when I first saw that, I was like, how committed am I to this pattern? But I decided to go for it. I think it makes it'll make a cute shop sample with these colors because Mad About You is such a great colorway. And the Everything Nice is contrast with it perfectly. Now the other color, do I have it in here? I should have it in here. Hang on, let me dig around in my bag. I don't see it. I wonder what I did. I wonder if I left it on the couch. Well, the other mini that comes in that set, dang-nabbit, I did. I must have left it on the couch, is lilac. So it's a purple. And I don't know yet. The pattern assumes that you'll keep this other, this contrast color along the back. But I thought maybe I should do, contrast with Everything Nice along the front and then maybe use lilac on the back and then switch it on the other sock, for my sister socks. But I may not do that. I may, and this would be sister socks too. I may keep Everything Nice in this entire first sock. And then on the second sock, use the lilac. But I don't know. That doesn't quite look as much like sister socks. So I may just combine. I might do that. I think I'm going to keep this going down the front and then I'll use lilac on the back. What do you think? I think I like that idea. And then I'll reverse it, like I said, on the other. And I don't think I'm going to make these overly long socks. Like I think I'm going to make these shorties. I do wear shorties sometimes. I prefer a longer sock, but I know me. And when I have to knit the back half, because you also have to knit the heel and attach that somehow, some way. I'm sure the instructions are awesome. So I'm sure it'll work out. But my point is it's going to take longer. And since I already don't get a ton of knitting time, I have to be, you choose my projects wisely. So I think what I'll do is make these pretty short socks so that they'll go by quicker and I'll still wear them. And I think I told you all I was originally going to make this pair for Bo, but I went with a smaller size because I thought I wanted to use this as a shop sample. And Bo said, I'm not really feeling this Delina yarn. So he doesn't get them. But he gets the bear paw socks. Come on. He's not being mistreated. I was giving him a hard time. Do y'all remember the oxbow cardigan that I made for him? Was it last year? Anyway, he hasn't really worn it. But to be fair, the sleeves are too long. It was one of those that you knit the sleeves first and then you attach them. And at the time he said, I'd rather have the sleeves be too long, than too short, obviously. But they ended up being like, quite a bit longer. So he has to either fold it way up or really scooch it up his arm. And I don't blame him. I told him I'll take it up for him, but I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it. I have to do it soon. Anyway, I was giving him a hard time last night because I told him, if you don't wear it, that means you're not knit worthy. And at first he said, well, I don't want anything to happen to it. And I said, that's what someone says who's not knit worthy. And if you don't wear it, then that means I don't need to knit you another one because you have one perfectly fine that you can use. These people, come on. If you want to have something knit for you, then you have to wear it, right? That's why I don't wear I don't knit socks for my mother because she says, oh, I would be afraid to wear them. So yes, I am too, Liz. And I know you're a Stephen West fan. I'm glad too that I'm making them. And I do love, you know, I still have his Mesa sweater. That's that wonky, weird sweater. One, I think one armhole is like normal, but then the other one is like this wide opening, kind of like a slouchy sleeve. I still love the look of it and I still want to make it. We'll see. It's probably a weird construction, but anyway. So yeah, so Bo says he'll be wearing it tomorrow. He'll be showing it off. So that's good. All right. I think those are my 3. Can y'all believe it? There was a time when 3 whips for me was like way too much. Anxiety producing. No, cannot have it. I've really come out of my shell with these whips. I tell you what. So anyway, we'll see. I definitely not starting another project because I can't, I already feel a little bit like I'm not doing enough on each project. So I definitely won't be doing more than 3. I wish I had more time to knit. We'll see. Yeah. One of these days I will. All right. It's a good problem to have. Trust me, being busy with the things that I've been busy with, I'll take it any day, any day. So, all right. So let me tell you about some things that are in the shop. So I guess since the shop's open, technically you could go order it, but just know it's not, it probably won't be shipped today because we'll be walking out the door. Probably be shipped on Monday. All right. So Mocha Mousse. Oh, I should have told y'all. Sorry, I did a spoiler alert last week and then on social media. Mocha Mousse, if you ordered it and haven't gotten it yet, don't want to see it, then look away. There is 1 skein remaining. The other one was swooped up. This one is luscious, let me tell you. This is on Fluffy Sock. I did dye up, if you're wanting a colorway that doesn't like contrast sharply with the colorway, I did put some minis in the shop. This is Cafe Latte, and it just uses that same brown that you see here, but it's just kind of, and it's also the same brown that's in the Mocha colorway, but it's a different concentration. Sorry, my words, they just leave me. So anyway, that's Cafe Latte. If you're looking for something like that, there's some minis on DK and fingering in the shop of those. And then not necessarily to go with Cafe Latte. There are, if you want contrasting colors, there's plenty of minis in the shop. But new to the shop this week are Berry Scary. And it's different than Berry. It's much more of a reddish pink than Berry is. I've already taken the minis out. They've already been packed up, or I would compare them. So if anybody wants to see a comparison picture, just let me know and I'll take a snapshot for you. But this is Berry Scary on both DK and fingering minis. And then this is Slate, and those are in the shop as well. So I updated a few minis, and then something else, I did a couple more sparkly sock colorways. This one, I named this a one of a kind. And it's actually started out as Bright, and it's very close to the colorway called Bright, but I added a few of the darker blue speckles because there's 2 dye powders that go into this, and the one that's darker, I added some. You can kind of see those darker. They kind of branched out because I dyed it as a solid. So then when I put the dye powder down, they did branch out and kind of disperse. So they're not like pinprick speckles, but they are there. So I called it Riddle Me This as a one of a kind, but it's actually very close to the colorway Bright. And it also has the same blue that is in a mixed bag. So both of these are on Sparkly Sock. And just to let you know, if you're local, Knitcessities will have some of these colorways coming up very soon. So you'll definitely want to visit her and get yours from her. So what else? Okay. Also in the shop, we had sold out of some of the winter collection colors on Trusty Sock. I think all but one. Cookie Crumbs did not sell out, but Dappled, I restocked. dappled on Trusty sock, as well as burnt butter, after midnight, and Teal, the cows come home. So those are available in the shop again. And then, I forgot to bring in a Dye Live colorway that we did last night. So we dyed up a colorway for Harper Lee last night in our Dying to Knit group. So I didn't bring it in. I meant to and then forgot at the last minute. Imagine that. But the coordinating cousins, that's what you're really interested in anyway at this point, if you're not in the group, because you can get coordinating cousins. They're dyed to order at this point, but there's a blue called Prim. It is a luscious blue found in our colorway that we did last night. And then some of that same blue is also in the other colorway, Proper. So Prim and Proper, as all young ladies of the South should be, at least in Scouts time that we were talking about, the book character. So we have Prim over here and Proper there. And then I also did Pomp and Circumstance. And as I was telling them last night, a Pomp and Circumstance is one of those colorways that it's a neutral. I feel like it should be in the shop as a staple. So once I get these dyed up for the special orders, I'll put some in the shop as well. Also, the only bases that are available are the bases that were available for people to buy into the Dying to Knit Club with, which is a kind of a limited number. If any of these colorways you would like to see on, I'm thinking mainly the fluffy bases, fluffy lace, fluffy sock, fluffy DK, then let me know, because they are not in the listing, but I will be happy to send you an invoice for even one skein of those, since I'm putting these in dye to order. Since I already had 3 coordinating cousins, I was telling them it was so many variants in my listing that I was like, yeesh, I'm not adding any more bases to this. So if you have a base that you would like to see one of these colorways or multiple colorways on that's not in the listing, send me a message and I'll get you an invoice. And if you want, just send me a message of anything that you're wanting to order. That way I'll put it all in one invoice and you're not having to place multiple orders and pay multiple shipping costs and all that good stuff. So I aim to please. All right. I think that's the mainly. Does Proper have, oh yes, it does, Cindy. Proper does have purple in it. So because purple was luscious purple in our Dying to Knit colorway. So yeah, sorry, it's that same blue that is in Prim. And then the purple, that is a beautiful bright purple that you're seeing there that I speckled all over. I just went to town with it. So it's a great colorway. In fact, let me undo Morgan's handiwork here just to show you. It's pretty well all throughout the skein. It's beautiful. There's plenty of blue in there, but I like the contrast between the blue and the purple. They're really pretty good. So, and I'll probably have to take this back out to Morgan to do on the motorized skein winder, but we'll see. I don't know. You know, I used to do all of these by hand. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine that I used to do that, but I did. In fact, I think I taught the kids first how to do it. Connor never took to it that well, but Morgan was a natural. She is. She's a yarn whisperer for sure. Woofa. Oh, it's not too bad. Check me out. I got a funky twist down here, but yeah, I've seen worse. You know, that's what we should do. We should have a skein twisting competition. That would be a good activity at a fiber retreat, is to have a skein twisting competition and have some of these, if there are indie dyers there, have them participate. I bet some of y'all would whoop their butts because they got all their fancy equipment and they rely on that. And yeah, so anyway, all right, where are we? Oh, let's see. Okay, Faith says, are you talking about Proper would work for a crochet make-along going on? Nice. I like it. Okay. So crochet butterfly. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Creation in crochet butterfly January make along. Whew, say that 2 times fast. My goodness. Proper. Okay, good to know. Oh, thank you, Kim. I outdid myself with the coordinating cousins. Hey, I know my dying to knit people. I was telling them when I was picking out the coordinating cousins, I was like, okay, these two, oh, but the pomp and circumstance, if I don't have that, they're going to be asking for it. I know. So I was like, I'm just going to make it available. So I did. All right. I hope I didn't miss any of your comments. Let's see. Oh, good. I'm glad, Lonnie, that you enjoyed dying to knit. And, oh, that's right. Duh. Thank you, Lonnie. Lonnie's like, you're wearing Barry, Carolyn. Yeah, I know, Lonnie, but you know, I'm telling you, I was texting a friend of mine the other night because I did something and it was I was buying tickets for something. It was past my bedtime. I should know. I don't need to be doing that stuff because I ended up mixing something up, told her that I bought one set of seats when I hadn't. So then a couple days later, she said, did you manage to get your tickets changed to these seats? And I was like, oh yeah, those are the tickets I actually got originally. I just texted you the wrong numbers. And then I told her, I said, apparently I don't need an excuse for my brain not to work. It just doesn't sometimes. Apparently a lot of times. So yeah, you can, there's a big difference because Barry, well, actually right here in this section, see that bright pink? Can y'all see that bright pink in there? So it's totally different from Berry Scary. I actually do use the berry dye powder, a tiny bit of it in this, but I mix it with more of a red. It's actually looking kind of red there. It's more pink than it is red for sure, but it is a red leaning pink. Can we be any more confusing? All right, y'all, let me check my list because I got to make sure I guarantee you that I've forgotten something because I always do. But I think I covered everything. Lo and behold, I think I covered everything. All right. So listen, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, I encourage you to because I'm just going to throw this away whilst I'm at it because all of your links are in there. And yeah, so what have we got coming up? We've got next Saturday. So this weekend, we're at Distaff Day. A week from today, we will be at Knit and Stitch in Cocoa, the very fine people who are offering the Good Day Sunshine subscription box, by the way. So I hope that you'll come see me there if you, for some reason, aren't coming to Distaff Day this weekend. Well, either way, I mean, and I'm telling you what, Knit and Stitch, if y'all are ever in Florida, for those of you who live out of state and in the Cocoa area, you have got to go to Knit and Stitch. That is one crazy, busy, active shop in terms of classes, always offering classes for their people, different activities. They've got a spinning group. I think there's a crochet. I mean, I don't even know, but I just know every time I go to their website, I've taken some spinning classes there before. Yeah, so it's a superb shop and pretty good size too. Lots of selection. So you can't go wrong visiting Dottie. So that's coming up. And then a month from now, right about a month from now, Bo and I will be in Nashville for Nash Yarn Fest. And I have heard from a fair number of you all that you're going to be there too. So I'm excited about that. Maybe one night we can do a dinner or something. What do y'all think? We can do that, right? Bo says a week from tomorrow. Yeah, I think it is. Whew, that is coming up fast. So I'm going to be busy dyeing up some yarn for that. And no, it's not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're saying a week from. Yeah. Thank you, Bo. See, I'm telling you, I need to get off here because my brain, it's like one half is functioning in one realm and the other half is functioning in the other realm. 1 week from tomorrow, I don't know what I said. Did I say something else? 1 week from tomorrow is when we'll be at Knit and Stitch. And actually, Nash Yarn Fest is 2 months from now. Thank goodness. I was like, there for a minute, I was like, oh, I got to get busy. And I will be next month in February. I need to look up the date. I want to say it's Tuesday, February 18th. I will be on Angie's live that she does. Right now, she does it on Instagram. She's the Traveling Yarn Yogi. Check her out. And she does every Tuesday, she does a tea and, a live video about what she's got going on. Anyway, I will be on her live with her, and she will be at Nash Yarn Fest. So we're cooking up a little collaboration. She'll have some yarns there from me, colorways that I don't currently have in my shop, so that you can go shop from her and get totally different stuff. So anyway, that's coming up next month. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I think that's it for now. I'll probably just get my facts wrong anyway, so can't trust anything I say on the live. You got to go check out social media and make sure I know what I'm talking about, because I seem to get my facts straight a little bit better there. Anyway. All right, that's enough yammering from me. So yeah, I hope that y'all have a good weekend. It's Friday. Try and stay warm. I don't know what the cooling trends are. I do know one meteorologist that I follow said that January for us here in Florida is supposed to be a little bit cooler than normal, which I can only take to mean that the rest of the country is also going to be colder. So please take care of yourselves. I know this time of year, I have a family member that definitely has that seasonal depression. So this time of year can be tricky for some people. So I hope that you're surrounding yourself with good people and love and warmth and all those things to get through, for sure. So don't forget, if you're going to sign up for Gal Pal Book and Yarn Swap, to do it this weekend so that I can get those out. And yeah, I'll see you all on the flip side. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for being here always. All right. Bye-bye.